Hey, how are you? This is Alicia here from New VA Advice, where I offer business, marketing, and mindset coaching to virtual assistants to help them get out of overwhelm and create a business that they love. And today we're going to be talking with Sencery about her experiences with the Marketing Mastermind, which is one of my programs. And I am really looking forward to talking with her today because she's one of my favorite people and fun to work with. So hi, Sencery. First, thank you for joining us.
Hi, you're welcome.
So tell us a little bit about you and your business.
I started my business officially and launched it in June of last year, but I had been looking for something to do at home for years before that. So my business currently is a website design and maintenance business, and I'm going to expand it to include WordPress coaching and WordPress courses for people who want to learn how to build their own website with WordPress.
Nice. And Sencery is also very good at what she does.
Thank you.
So tell me, what made you interested in the marketing mastermind in the first place? What were you struggling with before it?
I was really struggling with mindset was the first thing. And then overwhelm was the second thing, because you think, oh, I'll just work from home and I'll start my own online business and it'll be great. And you don't know what you don't know until you actually start to do something. And so there's so much information out there, and I couldn't figure out what I needed to do next and where I needed to start and who I should trust and what I shouldn't trust. And I didn't want to just throw money at things all the time and not get results. So my mindset to start out with was, oh, I'm going to start my own online business and I'll help people that way and be able to make money that way too. But then I realized all of the steps that went into it. And I thought, I shut down, I go into paralysis mode, because there's just too much there. And I'm thinking, okay, I just want to do anything. So that was my struggle. And it still is. I still have it, but not as often as I used to have it.
I mean, it's so true. It happens to all of us. And there is so much information out there. And then you get to a point of, well, where do I start with all of this? And how do I do all of this?
Right.
So how do you feel the Marketing Mastermind is helping you with these things that you were struggling with?
Mainly, it's helping me a lot with the mindset, because what I've found out is it's not necessarily the steps and all of the processes in your business that'll get to you. It's your stuff in your head and all of those little voices in your head, or maybe it's just one, hopefully, that sounds like you, that says there's just too much to do. And what are you going to do next? And how are you supposed to do that? And well, what about this? So I struggle with that. And like I said, we go into paralysis mode, and I kind of have the squirrel syndrome, and the shiny object syndrome, and I get a little distracted a lot of times. So it's really helped me, like you said, to have that one next step. So you're my one next step person, because I'm just like, Sencery, what's the next step? What's the one thing you need to do to move your business forward? And that's what I needed, and to be able to focus on. So it's broken me out of paralysis mode, and it's helped me set goals and actually reach them and make them realistic.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So what would you say is your favorite thing about being part of the Marketing Mastermind?
My favorite thing is just having an accountability and having the friendships and the relationships that we've made in there. Because, I mean, you and I have known each other for a while, because I went through your other program. So it's just nice to have that group of people. And for me, this mastermind, it's a non-judgmental zone and a non-competitive zone. Because I've noticed in other groups that I've tried to join, there's almost this competitiveness feeling. And I don't want to compete. I just want some help and somebody say, yay, Sencery, you logged into your site today. Very good. Even if it's something small. So that's been the biggest thing, is just the relationships that we formed in there, and having a safe place where I know it's okay if I didn't quite get to where I wanted to, but I still have that support and people cheering me on to help me make that progress.
Yeah, and I personally love that about the group as well, because I think we all need that safe space, right? Where we know we can come in and say whatever we need to say, whether it's good or bad that day, and not feel like we're going to be judged, or it's a competition between us and somebody else in the group, or someone's going to take something you said and, start a new business with that idea or something. I know those kinds of things are out there, so I'm glad you feel like this is, a safe place to be.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So what would you say if there was someone kind of on the fence and not sure about joining the mastermind? What would be your words of advice to them?
I would tell them to join the mastermind because the accountability that we get in there and the support that we have. I mean, you can't do this by yourself. There's no way you can do this and be successful by yourself on an island, because you still have to have those relationships, and you need good influences and people to hold you up while you're doing it, and encouragement. And I mean, for the price point, I'm excited because it's really worth it. It's really worth it, because my goal was to run my business without going into debt. And so this program has helped me to do that, because it's not such a high price. It's not some ridiculous amount that I just could not reach and could not afford, and it's not going to put me in debt. So it really means a lot to me that you started this group, because I can afford and still cash flow my business and still have that accountability and that support system to get forward in my business.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because it was a big reason why I chose the price point that I did, because I do understand you're trying to grow your business. You're not looking to give away all of your money. So you need to find a balance in investing in something that's helping you versus going bankrupt in the process. So I'm glad that that's a good point.
It's very good.
Well, this was awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today about the Marketing Mastermind. Is there anything that I didn't ask you, or anything you wanted to add that I didn't bring up?
To anybody who watches this and who is in their business, starting their business, or maybe they've had a business and it's not exactly where they want it to be, I just would strongly encourage them to get in a group and get that support, and to get that accountability, and to get that focus, because otherwise you kind of feel like you're treading water. And I would hate to see somebody who's close to being able to make a breakthrough in their business just give up, because they don't have a support system in place, and they don't have somewhere safe that they can go to help them grow and nurture their business.
Yes, nice. Good advice. Good advice.
I took my own advice.
Isn't it nice when we can do that?
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you again, Sencery. I appreciate you being here with us today. And again, I'm just happy to have you in the mastermind.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Okay.